Censorship is telling a man he can't have a steak just because a baby can't chew it. Thunder is good, thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. Do the right thing, it will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Let us make a special effort to stop communicating with each other so we can have some conversation. There is no such thing as a new idea. It is impossible. We simply take a lot of old ideas and put them into a sort of mental kaleidoscope. We give them a turn, and they make new and curious combinations. Fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. I have a higher and grander standard of principle than George Washington. He could not lie. I can, but I won't. Education, that which reveals to the wise and conceals from the stupid the vast limits of their knowledge. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. Soap and education are not as sudden as a massacre, but they are more deadly in the long run. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. There are many humorous things in the world, among them the white man's notion that he is less savage than the other savages. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. A successful book is not made of what is in it, but what is left out of it. I didn't attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. The more things are forbidden indicate where smiles have been. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist, except an old optimist. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. The holy passion of friendship is so sweet and steady and loyal and enduring a nature that it will last through a whole lifetime, if not asked to lend money. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little, but that they know so many things that ain't so. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. All generalizations are false, including this one. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress. But I repeat myself, familiarity breeds contempt and children. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it. Golf is a good walk spoiled. In religion and politics, people's beliefs and convictions are in almost every case gotten at second hand and without examination. Habit is habit, and not to be flung out of the window by any man, but coaxed downstairs a step at a time. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world, and moral courage so rare. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is putting on its shoes. Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Life is short, and it is up to you to make it sweet. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. I was gratified to be able to answer promptly, and I did. I said, I didn't know. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. A person with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds.
Mark Twain, the American author and humorist, is best known for his novel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. In this masterpiece, he explores the themes of freedom, morality, and the complexities of human nature. One of his most famous quotes is, "Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness." This statement reflects his belief in the power of experiencing different cultures to broaden one's perspective and challenge societal norms.